Welcome to where the ordinary meets the supernatural, and where some things, once touched by darkness, leave a mark that refuses to fade. Tonight, we bring you the story of Erin, a young woman who stumbled upon an old family heirloom that brought with it much more than just sentimental value. What's hiding in plain sight in your home? Well, let's find out together.
I'd never really thought of myself as someone who'd experience, well, anything paranormal. I grew up in a small, peaceful town. Pretty uneventful life. But that all changed when I inherited my grandma's old music box. Grandma passed away last winter. She'd had this vintage music box for as long as I could remember. A little silver one with tiny roses carved on it. It was actually broken and didn't play anymore. My mom said it had been passed down from Grandma's mother, so it was basically an antique. I thought it'd be kind of cool to keep it on my shelf as a memory of her. But weird things started happening as soon as I brought it home. At first it was little stuff. I'd set it down on my dresser before bed, and by morning it'd be facing a different direction. Just subtle things like that. I brushed it off, figuring it was probably my cat nudging it around. But then, one night, I woke up to the faintest sound of music. It was coming from inside my room. My heart jumped. I was dead certain it was the music box. I remember lying there, eyes wide open, listening as the soft melody crept up from the box. But that was impossible. It was broken. The winding key didn't even turn. I forced myself to get up and check, and as I lifted the lid, the music stopped instantly. The silence was almost louder than the music had been. I snapped it shut and backed away, half convinced I was dreaming. The next night it happened again, and the night after that. Finally, I decided to tell my mom, thinking maybe it was some sort of old family prank, or there was something I didn't know about. She went quiet when I brought it up. That's when she told me about Grandma's mother, my great-grandma, who'd owned the music box first. Apparently, she'd died pretty young, under strange circumstances. My mom got this look, like she was weighing whether to tell me something. Then she said great-grandma had once told her that the box had a mind of its own. She said she'd sometimes hear the tune in the middle of the night, too. My mom just shrugged it off as a family legend, but I could see the worry in her face. That night, I was not looking forward to bedtime. I set the box outside my room, hoping that would keep it quiet. But no, around 3 a.m., the melody started up again, only now it was even louder, like it was angry. In the morning, I was ready to throw it out. But when I picked it up, I found a folded-up piece of yellowed paper wedged in a seam at the bottom. The handwriting was faded, but I could just make it out. It was my great-grandmother's, written like a kind of warning. Do not play at night. Do not open unless you must. It remembers. I don't know exactly what she meant by that, who or what would remember. But I've left the box with my mom now, locked it in a box, shoved it in the attic, and haven't heard a single note since. Sometimes I wonder if my grandma kept it because she knew it needed to stay in the family, or maybe she just didn't have the heart to get rid of it.
So, was it simply an old broken music box with a few creaky mechanisms? Or, as Erin's great-grandmother warned, was it something else? A vessel of memory? What do you think? Could an heirloom carry a piece of someone's spirit trapped inside, waiting for a tune that only a family member might hear? Tell us your thoughts in the comments, and remember, some things are best left unheard. Except for your ghost stories, post those.